happening, everybody? Al here, coming at you from Estero Bay Chevrolet. For those of you who are not familiar with this area, Estero is like south of Fort Myers. It's still in Lee County, but it's in the southern end, just north of Naples. It's a really cool place down here. This particular Chevy dealer has a little bit more inventory than the other Chevy dealers in the area. So I decided to come down here to see if they had a 2019 Camaro. So let's look around the lot and see what we can find. Well, this is one of those videos where I might get a little opinionated, but I'll just throw out my thoughts on these cars and see what you guys think. A lot of the Chevy guys on the web have voiced their opinions about these cars, saying, that the 19 refresh, really, they don't like it. I've seen some pictures of it. I can't say that I like it either, but let's take a close look. I don't know that my friend Mike J. Autos and stuff is going to be happy with my opinion because he's really hot for this car, but let's take a look at him. Let's see what we can find on the lot here. Somebody cornered me before and saw me out here vlogging, and he wasn't affiliated with this dealer, but he dropped a whole bunch of comments about what's next for the Camaro, the Gen7, and I was a little surprised at what the guy had to say. All right, well, as I was looking around on the lot, I couldn't help but notice this 2018 Camaro. I have to say, that's a nice looking car. In all honesty, I think it was late 2017 or something like that. I came down to a local Chevy dealer and was looking at these Camaros, and I came very, very close to buying one. A 2018 Super Sport Camaro, with its V8, all the power, 8-speed automatic transmission. You can get a 2SS, with all of the bells and whistles. I drove the car and it was absolutely awesome, and I came close to buying one. The reason why I didn't buy one is because I caught wind of the 18 Mustangs coming out with the 10-speed, and the Gen 3 Coyote. I decided to hold off, and I eventually bought the Mustang. But now, at this point, they're coming out with the 19 Camaros, and here's one right here. Guys, I gotta tell you, I can't believe what Chevrolet did with this car. Does anybody really think that this is an improvement over that? I don't think so. I think the thing is downright ugly. I mean, heck, this thing reminds me of my first date. I still have nightmares. But seriously, look at this car. Tell me that this car is an improvement over the old car. I personally don't think it's an improvement at all. In fact, they got the 10-speed in it and so on, but it didn't improve performance and it didn't improve gas mileage. So what's the deal? I mean, just looking at the nose piece on this car, I just don't see that this is an improvement over the old car. So how many people actually want this car? Chevrolet's having a hard time selling these cars as it is, even the 16 to 18s. Those are nice looking cars. I think that they're pretty nice. They're having a hard time selling them. How in heck are they going to sell this? This thing is just, I don't know. I don't know what the Chevy designers are thinking. This is a Camaro, and look at this Camaro, some of the older Camaros, and this one. This is what a Camaro looks like. Not that. That's not a Camaro. I mean, I bet the car drives nice and is quick and all that other stuff. But who wants to come to, and come down here and buy a car that looks like that? I just think it's just downright ugly. But I don't know. I don't even really know what to say. I mean, it's a hot car. It runs good, but I mean, even these models, when you look at those, they're not an improvement. That's not an improvement at all. And when you come over here and you look at the ZL1, the ZL1 is pretty much carryover. It doesn't have, that new nose piece and stuff like that. So they might do pretty good with this one. This is a pretty hot car, I think. All right, guys, this is a little bit of an unexpected find. This is a 2019 ZL1, but this one has the 1LE package on it. I didn't notice it at first, but you could see it down here. Right there, there's one of the first things that you notice. Those kind of little spoilers that they put in there. I imagine that at high speeds, that's for downforce. And if you come around to the side of the car here and you look at the wheels, these are the Eagle F1s. These are some pretty sticky race tires that they have on the car. And there you look at the big brakes. That's right, big 6-piston with 1LE written all over them. Nice wheel, really good looking car. From what I understand, this car also has pretty much the standard ZL1 engine, 650 horsepower supercharged. Pretty stout. They respond fairly well to modifications. You come back here and you look at the rear wheel and you see also looks like 6-piston brakes and really big tires. I mean, these look like 325s, 325 30 19s. Some serious rubber on this thing. And you look back here, you see the big wing spoiler. I'm sure they got this tuned for maximum downforce and as little drag as possible. From this angle you can see it's a 2019. It's got the 2019 rear tail light. You know, I'm not thrilled with those, but you know, this is a nice car. I happen to like this one. It's basically carryover from the previous year, so it doesn't have the nose piece that the standard 19s have. But this is a pretty nice car. I don't believe I can get inside this. It's locked, but if there's any way you can see that, 6-speed only, and pretty typical for the inside of one of these cars. Not much different than a standard you know, SS or 2SS. And here's the window sticker. You can see there, $72,000. Not exactly a cheap car, but it's a lot of car for the money. And I'll just pan over this so you can see the options that are in the car, right? 2019 Camaro ZL1. Yeah, this is the 1LE. This is a nice Camaro. Really sweet looking car. This refresh is definitely not it. This is not it at all. Yeah, we'll get it back over to this one. I don't know, man. I don't see this as an improvement at all. The previous model is nicer. You know, I mean, it's a decent performance car. I will say that the performance is good, but like I say, Chevrolet's having a hard time. Is the 4-piston brakes in the back of the car, right? Chevrolet's having a hard time selling these cars. How in heck are they gonna sell this thing? You know, even the Chevy guys are saying they don't like it. I'm a Ford guy. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm a Ford guy, true and true. This was a nice car. This is the car I like. This one, they can keep it. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the sticker. This is the 2SS. There's a lot of bells and whistles with this car. You can see this. The sticker price on this car is $47,000. I am sure that you're not going to pay that price if you should even think about wanting this car. But there you can see, if that's at all possible, to see that through the glass. They don't got the car open, and I really don't want to, you know, track down the salesman and get him to think that I want to buy this car, because I absolutely don't. I'd consider a 16 to 18, but I definitely would not consider this one. This is definitely not it. They screwed up. Yeah, there was some criticism on these taillights too, on the 16 to 18 model, but personally I thought that they were pretty nice. I didn't have any problem with them. So what's this all about? This is an improvement? I don't think so. I don't think it's an improvement at all. You know, I mean, Chevrolet wants to sell their cars. They're having a hard time selling this car. I thought that this was a pretty nice one. And they come out with this. I think they really got to get their act together. And we have another one. This is another 2019 ZL1. Also the 1LE package. You can see it there. It's got, you know, the big wheels, big brakes. This one's in black. Looks like it's got a matte black hood on it. This car, it's a really sweet looking ride. Personally, I'm not so thrilled with what they did with the Camaros, but they did a really good job with the ZL1. I have no complaints about this one. A little bit of a pricey car, but she's a good one. Yeah, I know I'm sounding a little bit rough on Chevrolet. You know, we have to be a little bit grateful for them as car enthusiasts, you know, muscle car people, because they are fast cars. They are good cars. You gotta look at this one right here. Looks a little bit better in the darker color. But I thought the 16 to 18 was a much nicer car. I don't think that the new one is an improvement. It really is too bad. So I did mention that I had some information on the Gen 7 Camaro, and I absolutely do. And here it is right here. You see it there? That's a Gen 7. That's basically what's going to happen to the Camaro if Chevrolet doesn't get their act together. Because if this is what they're going to do with their cars, the Chevrolet Camaro is going to go extinct. There's no doubt about it. They did it in 2003 to 2009, and they're going to do it again if they don't get their act together. So hopefully they do. Hopefully this doesn't happen, because we all benefit from this. But the way it looks right now, it ain't looking too good. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you later.
Ha ha ha.